What do y'all? This is Courtney. We finna talk about that goddamn motherfucking True Detective episode 3. Yeah, I know I'm an episode behind. We gonna get there. The Big Never. Okay. With this one, we gonna hear more from Roland, from his side. They did go into like the 80s timeline some, but it was mainly the 90s. We were dealing with the 90s. And we go to see that Roland and Purple Haze, they not partners anymore. Roland, he goes up, he was like lieutenant of state police or whatever. And Haze, he stayed, being a cop or whatever. A detective. Um and we also see fractures in the marriage of Purple Haze and Amelia. And what else? And we also see some cracks in the case as we go into the present timeline where old man Haze, he's being motherfucking interviewed by that white girl. What's her name? Alyssa. Yeah, Alyssa. And Alyssa, I be peeping out the scene. I might be wrong, but I be peeping out the scene. There's one little scene when no, we ain't gonna jump, we ain't gonna go hopscotch all over. We're gonna go doot, doot, doot. We gonna go. Okay, it starts off with this. It starts off with Roland. Roland got his own office and all that, talking to his old boss. And the other cat, basically what they're doing, they're reopening the case. And in the 90s, you see Roland don't have shit bad to say about Purple. As with the old boss. You know what I'm saying? Now he talked some shade a little bit, about the memory shit, but he says he has nothing bad to say about Purple. And as you can see, with the other cat and all that stuff, even if the other cat try to say something, Roland cuts him off. You know what I'm saying? So as we learn that when Roland turns and he gets that new promotion and everything, the communication between them stopped. And he basically said it beats like that with people. They were partners for however long they was, and when one move away, the communication stops, and it just happened. And shit like that doesn't fall on a person's character, really. That's how it happens. I'm like that, in a whole lot of cases and all that. But regardless of whatever, even if we start back talking again, it'd be like you never left. But that's how it is. That's how it is. So we go to the prison, and here we go in the doctor's office. You remember in the last part of last episode, Purple was back at the Purcell house, but the Purcell house burnt down. And he basically slept drove. You know how you sleepwalk? I just say he slept drove, cause he drove that car to the motherfucking to the four-way stop, which is where right, we see the Purcell house. And so he goes to the doctor with his son, and they do a CAT scan, and they saying he don't see no development. So I guess they do CAT scan due to the fact that he dealing with dementia and all that stuff, and they don't see no changes. So basically the thing he talking about, we're gonna have to see about your well-being. What are you doing that is out of the ordinary that might be contributing to these lost pockets of time. And so we see that it is dealing with that motherfucking interview that he got with that Alyssa girl and stuff like that. So Purple, he feels some kind of way, yada yada, boom boom, whatever. So we go to the 90s, Cause I want to talk about this 90s timeline. Let's just get this 90s timeline out of the motherfucking bunk. Cause basically this whole episode was dealing with the 90s. And I want to talk about the marriage of Purple and motherfucking Amelia. Now, as we know from the last episode, we come to find out that, they saw that, Julie is alive. And they talking, and basically, like you said in the early part of the episode, I want to say episode 1, when Purple, the present time, old man Hayes, he basically said a lot of that was contributed due to Amelia and how she worked in the case. And we're going to see how she does work in this case and all this stuff. She put on that charm. She's a beautiful ass bitch and all this stuff. So she used that to her fucking benefit. Went to the goddamn, was that the FBI or state cops, state detectives or some shit like that. Well, she went up in there all white. She let that motherfucking light bright magic show, and she motherfucking got all the information she need. Went out to dinner, had a couple drinks. She ain't pop squat on no dick or nothing like that, cause she married, but she did what she had to do to get that information and all that. Now we goes to we're gonna talk about Purple, and when he goes out to Walmart with his kids and shit like that. And like I said before, there seems to be some form of disconnect with him. Disconnect dealing with I don't want to say reality, but it's like relationships or things that are meaningful. Maybe it has something to do with the war and all that stuff. And maybe he had to separate himself to keep it in the same mind space. Because remember, he was hunting motherfuckers. And so, when you see him, like, especially when with his kids, it's this form, it's like this disconnect with him. I'm not saying that he don't love the motherfucking children. He loves his kids and all. But it is this disconnect with him. Just like he loved Amelia. But it's some motherfuckers are like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, say like Purple Hayes remind me of my grandfather. My grandfather was tall, he was stoic, just like him. Hell, to be honest, my grandfather looked just like him. I saw early pictures of him because he was in, World War II, and he was in the Navy. So he was quiet, he was stoic, he was standoffish some, a little form of disconnect, but he still loved my grandma, gave her the world. He loved his kids, gave them the world, and he loved his grandkids. He loved me and gave me the world. But, some motherfuckers, they just have that disconnect. I don't know, you could call it like a form of protection. And so that's why I feel like it is with Purple Hayes. So they go up at Walmart. Kids are kids. Because, Becca and Junior, and, they like, what they look like 8 or 9 or some fucking shit. And they like, they want toys. Walmart equals toys when you a kid. And we all know that. So they're like, can we go here? Just $1. Can we do this? Just $1. And, Purple Hayes, he walking around huffing through Walmart, and he has the same exact look that I have now every time I walk up into that cursed 8, 9, 10 level of hell that is Walmart. Let me get this shit. Let me get the fuck. Too many goddamn people up in here. Why are so many goddamn people over here? Why ain't number 3 lanes open? We got 300 niggas up here, and you only got 2 lanes open. That fucking shit. So, when he goes look for some toilet paper, what happened? Becca gone. Becca done motherfucking dipped. And now, Purple is he's stressing now. Which is understandable. Being that you dealing with the case that you were dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is understandable. So, he spazzed. He got his boy. They all looking for it and all that stuff. Ain't no telling what the hell she was. And so does find the kid, and he comes home, and Amelia comes, and they talk, and he's reading her book, and she's there, she's skinning and grinning, she got buku amount of information. Homeboy like said, "You were drinking," and Hayes just he felt in his feelings. He had got his motherfucking drawers, box of drawers, all in the night, and he hollers at her and all that shit, and he's cross with her. And what I like for her, she said, "Don't you talk to me like that, motherfucker," and all that fucking shit go back and forth, back and forth. And he said that, how about you go check on your kids, being that you were gone all day, yada yada yada. I said, "Don't do that. Come on, Purple. Perp. Don't pull that." And she clocked him. She said, "Motherfucker, you just with them for a couple hours. You couldn't handle that. I be with these motherfuckers all goddamn day, hoe." Like that. And there's tension. There's strife in there. And then the thing with Becca, the daughter, why is that disconnect with them? I wants to know about that shit. Like, why? Okay, yeah, all right, yeah, that's the smallest fucking town. You can hate that shit, and then you go out to some big, big city, bright lights and everything, and you say, "I'm from where? West Spring." I don't know that person. I'm not from there, and all that stuff. But still, in all, I would like to know why there was some disconnect with that. But let's see. So we go to the 80s. Now listen, something done popped off. Hayes and them, they starting to second guess themselves. And they really saying like, something ain't, 2 and 2 ain't adding up to 4. So we're going to have to go back. We're going to have to retread and go back over everything like that. So they go back to the Purcell house and tell them like, "Listen, we need to go look through the stuff again and figure out and see what all we done ain't, I'll see what all we done missed or just overlooked or whatever." And they go and do that. Now, homeboy, Purple, he see this bag with it's full of Barbie dolls. And like, it's a tablet. And inside the tablet, they have little pieces of paper talking about, don't believe, don't listen. Little weird shit, you know what I'm saying? And so he asks the Mama Purcell, like, "What is Hoyt plant or some shit like that?" She said she was on Chicken Line and she was on there for 1-2 years until she went to the Sawhorse and she was able to make that more in tips and all that fucking shit. So they decide they finna go basically a redo. And they go back to where they found the boy. And Purple go do his thing and shit. And plus they do that. Now listen, I only watched this once. I'm trying to get most of the information. They go and interview the kid that the boy that basically had the dog, basically said he was supposed to come and play with the dog. Come to find out, them kids were lying. Them kids, they say they go one place, but they be actually going somewhere else. And so this is why they went and go and, basically go and rework, look through, comb through everything with a finer tooth comb this time. And so homeboy, Purple Hayes, he do his thing, he track. And he goes and combs the ground and look, and he sees some dye. It's a, what y'all call them kind of dye? They in different colors, but they're not like regular white and black dyes. They like octagon and shape, got more size and all that stuff. And so he picks that up, look, goes under where the big old flat rocks, see a bag full of toys and notebooks and all that fucking shit. And then he looks and finds a rock with hair in its blood and find out that was what whoever used to kill the boy. And so they go. And Roland and them, they go and they find this road and basically to this house. into this big old 2-story house and basically said, you know, they ain't really get no info. Like, motherfuckers didn't really come to this house and stuff like that. You know, cops the question and all. And so the dude there, and the dude said he brings up about this brown sedan. So we're gonna have to, I guess, next episode or whatever, or the episodes that we're gonna figure out about this brown sedan, black and white. Was it a black dude and a white woman? When they right, white woman or white man? But it said the black dude got a scarf. He had a suit on. And talking about the brown sedan was upscale. It was like a nice luxury car. And so, you know, Hayes was like, would you let us search your property? And he said no. And he said, you're gonna need a warrant for that. He said, if we have to get one, do you think we need to get one? And so they went and do it, and I guess they went and got one. And I guess when they went and searched, they found more of them straw dolls, teddy bears, and all kind of fucking shit. So it's just like what it was just like listen, I'm gonna call you by your YouTube channel name, so forgive me. Sammy and whatever. You remember you said in the, my last review, and you know you were talking about you think it's like a child sex trafficking, child trafficking ring. That's what I'm thinking what it is too, bro. And all that stuff. So it's all about kids keeping secrets and all that, you know, all that shit. So, oh, I'm watching in the background. Poe Purple, he ain't even get the goddamn shit he needed from goddamn Walmart, y'all. His dollar the up and motherfucking dipped, and that motherfucker, he's over everything, y'all. And so they go find all that stuff. And here's the kicker. Here's the thing. Well, one of the things that had me looking like side eye or whatever. So we go to present day, and homegirl Eliza, she is questioning him, and then she started bringing up evidence of certain motherfuckers, you know, people during the time around when the shit went off, how they didn't get motherfucking questioned and all that. So they said they got asked to look around, but they didn't get questioned again, or some just didn't get questioned. Some was over fucking looked. And then when they got, you know, I guess when her people or when they questioned them, they brung up about the brown sedan, a scale, motherfucking black and white was up in the car. And when him, old man Hayes, he said brown sedan, and he said treads. And now we go back to the first episode when he went to go search for the kids in the woods, and he saw the tire marks. Now, see, I thought when we looking at the tire marks, I said, okay, there's gonna go a car treads, and then had a smaller tread. I was saying that was like the bicycle, whatever. No, that was just them new tires, them new nice tires off their new luxury ass motherfucking car. And so the son, he's side-eyeing the bitch, like, you trying to set my dad up, bitch. He's like, nope, that's it, we ain't doing no more. And all they going back and forth. And the girl, I give it to her, she ain't trying to discredit his ass. She's just trying to ask, you know, it was certain things that just didn't add up. Why would these folks not question, you know, why wouldn't these certain folks question, and yada 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 yada. It was motherfucking loopholes. Cause, you know, he's saying that they did all they could, you know, they did everything to the best of their capabilities. But what she's saying, no, not really. Here's the truth, T. You know. So, like, okay, why this and but not that? You get me? And so you know, the son going, you know, the son, he like, okay, Alyssa, that's enough. And she said, Henry, did she call him Henry? And something like that. And I was looking at them, I was like, why she all up in his personal space? Why y'all all up each other's personal space? Y'all fucking or something? See, that's me. Listen, I like they fucking. How you know that bitch name? Cause you didn't say that bitch name up in the car when you talking to your daddy. You say you talking about that shitty ass fucking shout. I'm just saying, you know how I get. Listen, I write hard and I write romance, so I be peeping out the scene. I be like, y'all got a little bit of chemistry, huh? What the fuck going on? But Perp was like, listen, we'll start back again tomorrow. Okay, due to the case reopening. And you remember I said earlier that, Roland and Hayes, they're not partners anymore. It really ain't talked in years. So after Purple had the big blow up with his wife and stuff like that, nowadays he just go home. No, he don't go home right after he get off of work. No, he goes to the bar and drink. And so that's where Roland find him. And basically Roland offer him a job. Let's just keep it real. And and he bring up the slick shade about the race thing and affirmative action and all that. And Roland, listen, to be honest, I like Roland. I think Roland a cool motherfucker, and I think he's the kind of motherfucker that just certain white folks. Now, whoever white viewers I have, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna talk stupid shit. I'm just gonna be real. Now, it's certain white motherfuckers that honestly, truly, them motherfuckers could be rednecks. Listen, I know. They could be stone cold fucking rednecks. They could have the Confederate flag waving high, proud. They could say it's all about the head today by racism in their eyes. And them be some of the coolest ass motherfuckers. They be some of the most ride or die motherfuckers. And all that shit. Cause I always say you should always have that one white friend that's just ride or die. And and there's a whole lot of them that are actually good ass fucking people. And I'm just saying maybe Roland is that type of motherfucker. I think he's just a good ass motherfucking dude. I really do. And I think he's genuine for what I'm seeing. Now this is on episode 3. It's on episode 3. But as we know, as we hear further on down the line, secrets. And this one I'm thinking, this episode dealing with secrets. And so before Roland went to go find Purple Hayes up in the damn bar, he went to the Purcell house. Oh man, Purcell homeboy who's looking better, look like he's not drinking, and it look like he holding on. He done found Jesus, he done found the Lord, and so that's how he dealing with his healing. And so they went to talk, and I guess if I remember right, went to talk about they reopening the case or whatever. And homeboy went to pray. He said, "Can I pray for you?" And I said, "Go ahead, get that Jesus and all that stuff." And like I said, went to the bar to go basically offer Purple job. And the thing with that job, I'm wondering, is that what happened? What went down? What did they find? What shit did they motherfucking push under a rug? Because you see they do like the previews through the episode, and you see a old Roland talking to an old man Hayes, and basically saying me and you both did some fucked up shit and stuff. So it's secrets. So that's what I'm wondering. And so the end scene, which basically had me thinking. Well, it had me looking at everything in a new fucking light, really. Old man, he in his office. There goes the ghost of his wife. Can you remember he's dementia, so he basically seeing things. And he's talking to his wife. And his wife is basically, she's not taunting him. But yeah, she's taunting him. Let's just be real. She is taunting him. And he is telling her, why are you doing this to me? Haven't I lost enough? And she's like, no, you haven't lost anything yet, but you will. And stuff like that. So, what did you do, Perp? What did you and Roland do? Y'all did something. And I'm guessing, you know how about skeletons and closets. The skeleton's about to pop open. So it's some shit finna go down. But yeah, that's my rambling of episode 3 and all that stuff. Yeah, I'ma watch the 4th one sometime this week and I'll drop it down. But let me know what y'all thought about this episode and what y'all think about the secrets and what you think that the hallucination. Well, let's just say the ghost of his wife. What you think she was talking about? Let me know.